already, Dr. Paulo Portas, it's a privilege having you in our first event.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome you all. I will start to tell you that it's a real pleasure to kick off the Portuguese Business Council of Kuwait, together with my former Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and good friend, Dr. Paulo Portas. We are as well privileged to count with the presentation from His Excellency Farid Al Obeid. We really appreciate his insights. We couldn't miss the opportunity to meet and to celebrate the initiative of a group of enthusiastic Portuguese nationals and their Kuwaiti friends to create this structure that, inshallah, will offer formulas to promote and support the Portuguese interests, and if possible, to attract also the Kuwaiti investment to our country. I had the opportunity to meet its founders and to discuss about working procedures and expectations, and I'm happy to congratulate them once again now for what they achieved so far. Kuwait is and will be an interesting destination for doing business. Initiatives like the one we are celebrating today became essential to act locally and contribute globally for Portuguese recovery, reinforcing with the economic sound ingredients our excellent bilateral relation with Kuwait. This business council is born at a moment that the world as we knew it, it's perhaps gone forever. Congratulations once again. And from the embassy side and the delegation of ICEP, be sure of our active support. Thank you so much. Happy to participate in this launching.
Now my privilege to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Paulo Portas.
Good afternoon to everybody. I want to salute our dear friends, excellencies from Kuwait authorities. I want to pay tribute to my dear friend, the Ambassador of Portugal, representing our nation in Kuwait. I want also to pay my tribute to the founding fathers of the Portuguese Business Council Kuwait. Maybe we waited too long for this initiative, but it's never too late. And also as Deputy Chairman of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry of Portugal, with Pedro Magalhães, our International Relations Director, we welcomed immediately the good initiative of this business council between Portugal and Kuwait. And it's a great day for our economic relations. And we shouldn't forget 7 July 2020, because it's a border day to our relations. And it's a border day born in civil society, in corporations and enterprises. And that's a very good sign, and also a very good sign we have many attendants in this first session. Portugal and Kuwait are both fishermen nations and navigators nations and trade-friendly nations. That's a very good start. There are two instruments of growth we need absolutely, no matter if we are Americans, Chinese, Arabs, Europeans, Portuguese, or Kuwaitis: investment and trade. Those are the two real motors of global growth. This said, I want to call the attention to our companies, to the Portuguese companies, that Kuwait is not only a stable country with international high standards. And Kuwait is one of the countries in the world that traditionally issue more foreign investment. Kuwait is a fantastic nation. I remember very well how emotional was my first official travel to Kuwait when I met His Highness, and how I was touched. To all our companies, we must know better Kuwait. I consider, if I may do it, an invitation to our companies to join the business council between Portugal and Kuwait that was today launched. Because it is a very useful instrument, like the support of our embassy. And I can say by experience how Ambassador Moreira de Lemos and ICEP are committed with business diplomacy and economic diplomacy. And I would support a lot, and I hope to visit Kuwait sooner than later with a business delegation from Chamber of Commerce and Business Council to increase, to reinforce our commitment to buy and sell more to Kuwait and to have Kuwait buying and selling more to Portugal. We are both interested in peace. We welcome foreign investment. We have a very special system to give facilities to foreign investment, including residential facilities. And the launching of the Portuguese Business Council of Kuwait is a step, a relevant step for many Portuguese companies to contribute to a more positive world and to a more free trader world and to a more prosperous world. So thank you very much, and my tribute to everybody, starting from the authorities of Kuwait.
On behalf of everyone here, thank you very much, Dr. Paulo, for your kind words about Kuwait. Now we are pleased to welcome Mr. Faris Al-Ubaid, our guest from Kuwait.
So much, Abdullah. Your Excellency, the ex-Deputy Prime Minister, Ambassador Antonio, Joaquim, Abdullah, and all the distinguished guests from Portugal, Kuwait, Dubai, and wherever you're listening to this presentation tonight, welcome. Hola para todos. I hope I said it right.
Yeah.
So allow me to represent myself. My name is Faris Al-Ubaid. I'm the advisor for the Secretary General of the Supreme Council of Planning and Development. I've been working for the Supreme Council for the last 7-8 years. So that's a quick brief. And we deal as an entity with 60, 70 plus authorities in Kuwait. They're ministries, they're independent authorities, and they're private sector companies that are wholly managed and funded by the Kuwaiti government. As those that know or don't know Kuwait, Kuwait is a very small country. As His Excellency reminded us, there's a lot of similarities between Kuwait and Portugal. To go into a bit more details, 4 main pillars of Kuwait, or what forms Kuwait. We look at 4 capitals: social capital, institutional capital, natural capital, and geographical capital. The future sustainability formula that we think is the right formula is using the sustainable practices of the past, in addition using the prosperity sources of the present, would equal to a sustainable, prosperous future. So back to the basics. What is the vision of 2035? In the words of His Highness the Emir Sheikh Sabah Al-Ahmed Al-Jaber Sabah, transforming Kuwait into a financial and trade center, attractive to investors, where the private sector leads the economy, creating competition and promoting production efficiency under the umbrella of enabling government institutions, which accentuates value, safeguards social identity, and achieves human resource development as well as a balanced development, providing adequate infrastructure, advanced legislation, and inspiring business environments. So the vision includes 5 overarching national policies that will help support the 2035 vision. So what are the enablers for the Kuwait's economy that have been recently established in the last couple of years? 4, SME fund that I talked about, it's $2 billion KD fund for SMEs purposes. CADIPA is an interesting authority for the Portuguese businesses. It's the first stop to Kuwait with regards to incorporating a company that's 100% owned with tax havens and many benefits. And then we have the PPP, the Public-Private Partnership Authority, CAP. And lastly, the Privatization Council. Today, when we talk about the Kuwaiti market, we like to think of it as a test market, meaning that it's a very small controlled market. In business, we say shrink the pond. It's better to be a shark in a small pond than being a fish in an ocean. So if your product is successful or your business is successful in Kuwait, you have high chances of scaling up real quickly to the neighboring countries and expand at exponential levels. So what are some of the reasons for success in terms of making Kuwait successful for 2035? We have institutions in Kuwait that is governed clearly by a strong constitution backed by a National Assembly that is functioning and very active on a daily basis. We have existing infrastructure from post-Gulf War and even prior to that that's being currently upgraded to a world-class level. In addition, we have mega projects that are being created from scratch, whether it's roads, bridges, airports, hospitals, you name it. We have a visionary leadership, His Highness the Emir, which keeps on pushing the plan, keeps on pushing the vision, and will not allow any hurdles to come through with regards to implementing the 2035 vision. And the commitment of His Highness the Prime Minister and the cabinet itself. It's very interesting, unlike other development plans around the world, is Kuwait's development plan is linked directly with the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations.
How can Kuwaiti businessmen get a better picture and knowledge of the Portuguese products?
First of all, traveling to Portugal, and then to encourage the Portuguese to travel to Kuwait. They will be very well surprised. And then to promote actions between our diplomacy, our chambers, the business council, will have to speed up our promotional activities.
Now we also in Kuwait, we have the Portuguese Business Council that I'm sure will be able to work with us, embassy here in Abu Dhabi, to promote Portuguese companies. As we are most welcome to help you.
I think we can do the difference. And as we've been doing in all the Gulf region.
We can do it. We can serve the big customers. We can serve the small customers. We are flexible. And I was listening to our friend Faris Al-Albaid when it was mentioned these initiatives of the Kuwaiti government to support small and medium companies and to encourage people from the civil servants to come into the business. This is amazing. This is amazing initiative.
Isn't Kuwait, like many other countries, in financial difficulties to bear national expenditure, to be still able to invest abroad?
Very interesting question. With regards to Kuwait's case, it's very specific with regards to the general reserve in terms of cash on hand. With regards to investment for abroad, we have multiple vehicles with regards to investing to different corporations.
Maybe, Manuel, just to Antonio, just to add one more comment. Pay attention to the fact that Portugal is becoming, according to all international reports, an innovative nation. And innovation is all about add value in the future.
Now's the right time to jump into the Kuwait economy.
Soon we'll be doing a new webinar.
Thank you all. We will just finish with a small video that is an invitation to come to visit Portugal. Thank you all. Thank you for attending.
From stop to start, from wonder to wonder, from think to thank, from apart to a part, from no to go, from look to book, from hope to opening.
Portugal will always welcome you.